I want you to think with me today for a little while about a code for conduct. How do I know what is right and what is wrong when I do not see a specific word in the scripture that tells me this is okay, but this other thing is not okay? So, how should I live? How should I conduct my affairs? The Apostle Paul declared in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 23, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. Now, there are some things that we should not engage ourselves in certain circumstances at certain particular times for this very simple reason: it is not expedient. So before I go forward with my actions, I need to ask myself and be sincere when I do. Is this expedient? What does it mean to ask, is it expedient? It simply means, is it proper under the present circumstance? If it is not proper for the present circumstance, then refrain from doing it. And then also in that very same verse, he said, all things are lawful for me, but all things do not edify. In other words, there are things that are lawful, but really and truly, they are not beneficial. They add nothing to my spiritual character. They do not edify. And if they are neither expedient nor edifying, then it would be best for me to avoid that kind of action and move forward. You will be surprised at how much victory can come into your life when you will adhere to those two principles that the Apostle Paul spoke of in chapter 10 of 1 Corinthians. Then in chapter 8, he made this astounding statement: if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world stands, lest I make my brother to offend. So the question here is, will it be an offense to my brother or to other people? How does this affect them? It may be okay for me, but if someone who does not have faith for that action will see me do that and then turn around and do it themselves without faith, it brings them down. It destroys their relationship with God. So I need to ask the question, before I do this, will this offend or affect other people in a negative way? Jesus Christ also stated in Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, he said, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. It is very essential and important before I do anything. I need to ask myself the question, will this glorify God? If it will not glorify God, then I should refrain from it. It may give me some joy for a moment. It may help me in certain ways. But if it does not glorify God, I need to refrain from it. So here are the questions, and I want to repeat them so you will not forget them. I need to ask these questions before my action. I need to ask, is this activity expedient? Will it edify me or others? How will it affect my fellow man, my brother or my sister in the kingdom? And first and more than anything else, will this truly glorify God? And if it will not glorify God, I need to put it aside and do things that bring glory to Him. You will be surprised at how much victory will be in your life if you will live by that little simple code for conduct. May God bless you as you consider these principles in the name of the Lord.